Hi friends, welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. Today is the first of the month and we have a fun challenge for you. I'll let you know more about that in a few minutes. But first of all, I just want to give a big shout out to my grandson, Braden. We love you so much and miss you. So with all of that being said, let's get to crafting.
Okay, DIY number one. So I have one of these wood mason jar cutouts from Hobby Lobby. It's $2.99, but 40% off of that, so that brings it under $2. I'm going to remove that hanger, and then I'm going to paint the whole thing front and back with my Waverly chalk paint in the color Snow White. I then have these wood pieces that I got from Hobby Lobby actually, and I'm using them to create my face. So I just tracing those out, and then I have a heart here. I also think that came from Hobby Lobby. This is a Hobby Lobby project. And then I took some rounds that came from that pack, and I'm just going to uh, use half of it. I'm just going to trace half of that round to make two cheeks. I guess they're called cheeks. I don't know what they're called. But anyways, part of the mouth of a bunny. We're making a bunny rabbit. So then I use my ruler here to make a line so that it's straight. Then I free-handed the rest of this. I was brave. And I like I said, I'm making a bunny face. Now, I cannot do this stuff on my own. I always pull up pictures on Pinterest or the internet and then just kind of go by that. So after I had all those outlines done, I took a very small paintbrush with my Waverly chalk paint in the color ink, and I'm just slowly tracing that out. Now, I have this sped up quite a bit. That's how slow I was going because I wanted to stay within those lines. And then I just took a bigger paintbrush and brushed in inside of my tracing there. And then I'm going to do the same thing. Oh, I realized I forgot whiskers. So I just kind of hand drew some whiskers, and then I'm going to paint over that. Now, the reason why I hand drew is because it just seems like if I try to freehand it with paint, it never comes out looking right. So I like to use the pencil so that if it doesn't look right, I can erase it and start over. Then I'm going to just outline the rest of the face with my ink, getting it all done. And after I was done with that, I think this is Folk Arts Wild Wild Rose, I think it's called, something like that. And I'm just going to paint in the nose. And then I took one of my white paint markers and just using that to outline the shadow part of the eyes, and then I'm going to paint within that outline. You could just use a marker, but it's not as bright when you go over the black paint with those markers. So that's why I just ended up using paint. Then I realized I need to give this little girl some eyelashes. So we gave her some eyelashes, and then I just did a few little dots um, in her eyes as well. And then I took some of these mini roses from Hobby Lobby. I love these roses. They're so pretty. And I'm just going to glue them across the top part so that it looks like she has a wreath of flowers on her head. And then I took some of the leaves as well. And I'm just going to hot glue some of the leaves behind those flowers just to make it look a little more full. And once I had those all done, then I had these bunny ears from Dollar Tree, and they're connected by some wires. So I was able to open up some of the material or the fur on the bottom. And then once I was able to get the wires exposed, I used my wire clippers to clip them off and then just cut off the rest of the fabric. I'm going to glue the inside part of the ears together and then glue it to the top part of my mason jar, just like you see. And then I decided it needed something around the face, so I just took my Tim Holtz Distressing ink. This is called Black Soot, I believe. And I'm just going to go around the whole thing with it. And then I'm just going to add my hanger right back to those hanger holes. And oh, I forgot I gave it some cheeks, some blush. I took some blush and I'm just going around those whiskers with it to give her some cheeks. And I just think this came out so stinking adorable. I love it. Anyways, we'll be right to the end here in just a moment. There we go. And there it is. I think she came out so cute. I hope you liked her as well. You have to let me know in the comment box below. Okay, it is the first of the month challenge that I host every month with my sweet friend Gwen with At Home with Gigi. She is amazing. I love watching her. Make sure you check her out. And this month's theme is Hop into Easter. And I have links to her and the playlist. So make sure you check out the playlist too for some Easter inspiration. Okay, DIY number 2. I'm going to take 2 of these wood eggs. I got these last year from Amazon. They're thin, kind of like what you would get from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to just take my pencil here and I'm going to draw out some lines there, some crooked lines, I guess you'd say. Wavy. It's not really wavy. I don't know what you'd say. Anyways, then I'm going to take my box cutter here and I'm just going to start scoring along those lines. And I was off just a little bit here and there, but that was okay. I was just trying to make sure I had the concept of it all. And I had to score these 6, 7, 8 times, maybe something like that. What I did turn it over when I could feel it was starting to go through, and I would turn it over to the other side and score that as well, and that would help it go through even faster. So once I had that all done, and this took me maybe 5 minutes. It wasn't very hard at all. So then I took my second egg and I'm going to take some tumbling tower blocks and I'm going to use my Tite Bond Quick and Thick Multi-Surface Glue and some hot glue. I decided to go ahead and use hot glue because I wanted this to stick right away. And I'm going to put those around. We're going to make a pocket out of this. And once I have those all glued on, then I'm going to use my glue again. I'm going to put it all along the top part of those tumbling tower blocks. And then I'm going to glue my cricket or my cracked eggshell. That's what it's supposed to look like, a cracked eggshell on top of it. And then after that, I am just going to fill it up with some flowers. Now, one of the things, oh, no, I'm not. I'm going to paint it first. I'm going to paint it with Waverly chalk paint in the color Maize. And then after that, then I'm going to start filling it up with flowers. Now, one of the things I realized when I was getting ready to take pictures is I had to lift some of those flowers up so you could see the cracked egg look. But I'm just going to just fill in with some flowers that I have from Dollar Tree. And then I have some of these smaller flowers from Hobby Lobby that I'm adding in for something a little different. And yeah, I just love how this came out. I think it is so cute. Then I'm going to take some of this beautiful ribbon I've had in my stash for a few years. It came from Hobby Lobby as well. I'm going to just wrap it around the back and then glue it in the back. And then after I have that all glued, I'm going to create a bow. And I'm just going to do the awareness ribbon, scrunch it up in the middle, take some twine and wrap it around that and tie a knot so that it holds it all in place. And then of course I'm going to trim off that twine and then I'm going to cut the ends. I'm going to dovetail them by folding it in half and cutting it at an angle. And I'm going to glue that in the front. And that's all I did for this. Super simple. I just think it is so cute. I hope you like it as well. Let me know in the comment box below.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed those crafts. We are, you know what? We are in March already. I am so excited because we are full on spring. And, I know I just started realizing I got to get my Easter stuff done. I'll probably do a few more Easter ones, but, Easter is just barely a month, just a little over a month away. And then next thing you know, we'll be focusing on more probably summery stuff like bees. I'm always excited about doing bees. But again, I know I ask you guys this all the time. If there's something that you're interested in me doing, something different, let me know. I looked up the other day and saw that the trends for this year for decor is what they call, one of them is called granny core or cozy core, something like that. But basically it's stuff that you'd see in a grandma's house, like crocheted blankets, Afghans, knitted stuff, quilting stuff. And they say that the in crafts this year are the ones that are going to take longer to do. like knitting, crocheting, diamond art. I know a lot of you guys have told me you're doing diamond art. So if you're interested in seeing any of that, I'm not a quilter. I've never been good at quilting. I think I could do a few little small things that have the quilted look. But yeah, I tried quilting once, and I think I'm not a real precise person, and quilting, from what I learned when I was trying it, you have to be really precise. Anyways, but let me know in the comment box and I'll see. I kind of have an idea of something that I might try. I'm just going to let you know. I was at Hobby Lobby and they had crocheted flowers. And I thought, that's kind of interesting. So I kind of been thinking, I've been toying with the idea of maybe doing a video on how to make some crocheted flowers. Now, it would be kind of a different format than what I'm doing now. So let me know if you're interested in that at all. If you guys are not interested in it and want me to keep doing what I'm doing, that's fine with me. But I just kind of toyed with that idea, but I wanted to throw it out there and see what you guys think. And if anybody, or if, if there's just a few of you, I probably won't do it. But if there's several of you that would be interested in it, let me know. And I might just do something like that. So anyways, we are going to not make this long because this is part of a playlist. So make sure you check out the playlist, and I'm sure you'll have a lot of inspiration. So if you're new here, welcome. My name is Brenda, and this is my sweet, sweet Oliver. And we are happy you are here. If you enjoyed today's video and like home decor on a budget, make sure you hit that red subscribe button before you go. And if you guys that are returning, you guys know how much I love and appreciate all of you. If you enjoyed today's video, and even if you don't, make sure you comment, thumbs up, hype, all that fun stuff. That really does help. And make sure you check and then make sure you're still subscribed, because YouTube does its thing and I keep going up and down, up and down. And I have a hard time believing it's actually people leaving, because it'll be up 3, and then down 3, and then up 3 and down 3. So something weird is going on with YouTube. So make sure you're still subscribed. So with all of that, let's continue on with the video.
Oh, okay. DIY number 3. So I have a 9x12 wood board that I got from Woodpecker Crafts. Now, I am an affiliate with them. I do have a link in my description box. If you're interested in purchasing anything through them, through that link, then I do get a little bit of something from them. But I'm going to go over this with my Waverly Antique Wax. I'm just going to brush it all on. And then I'm going to try and get all the excess, as much of the excess off with my brush as I can. And then I'm going to take some paper towels and wipe it all off, any extra, and just kind of wipe and wipe. And then I'm going to take, I took a baby, no, I didn't take a baby wipe. That was something else. Or maybe I did. I don't know. Anyways, I think I took a baby wipe and wiped some of it. But I took that plaque, came from Walmart, and I painted it with my ivory color, and then, or was that white? Whatever color that was. Oh my goodness. I let it dry and then went over it with Mod Podge and let the Mod Podge dry. And while it was drying, I had this rice paper that I got last year from decoupagenapkin.com. I'm an affiliate with them too. I have a link to them in my description box. But I'm just going to use the water method, where I get my paintbrush wet, go around the edge, and then tear off the edges all the way around. And then I'm going to lay it on my plaque, cover it with my parchment paper to protect that paper, go over it with my heat press to reactivate the Mod Podge so my paper sticks to it, and then I am done. And if you have a better way to Mod Podge, do however you like to Mod Podge, but this is what I find works the best for me. So then I'm just going to go over that whole thing with a little more Mod Podge just to give it a protective coat over it. And after it's all dry, I'm going to use my Tight Bond, I think this is the wood glue, and yeah, wood glue, and I'm going to use my hot glue. The wood glue is for permanent hold, hot glue is for immediate hold. I'm going to glue this plaque right to the front. And after that, I had these beautiful pennies. I think they're pennies from Walmart. It came 3 to the pick, and I'm going to glue them on the bottom. I am sorry it is not in frame, but you will see what it looks like here in just a moment. Then I have these words from Hobby Lobby. I got them last year or the year before. And I'm going to take the one that says Forgiven. I'm going to paint them with, I think that's Cayman Blue by Folk Art. And I'm just going to go around the whole thing and paint it. And I just thought this blue was the perfect color. It matched so well with those flowers and with the picture. So once it was all done and dry, I did take my black soot by Tim Holtz, and I'm just doing a little distressing, and then I'm going to use my Tite Bond Quick and Thick multi-surface glue, and I'm going to put that on like the bottom half of my word, and then I'm going to glue that bottom half to the plaque part of my sign here. And I just love how this came out. It is so beautiful. Oh, I decided I had another pick that has some greenery pieces that stuck out a little bit more, so I'm just going to add those to behind my flowers there, just to kind of match what was in that picture a little bit. Then I just took one of these sawtooth hangers, I centered it using my ruler, and then I'm just going to use a little hammer here to get it hammered in. It goes in really easy. I was just trying to make sure it was straight and not crooked. And there it is. Oh my goodness. I absolutely love how this came out. I think it is so beautiful. I hope you do too. Let me know in the comment box below. Okay, it is a time for celebration of your recreations. And we have Maria made this adorable bunny. I just love it, Maria. Thank you so much for sharing that. And then we have Brandy. Look at her cute projects she made. Her Hop into Easter with the little bunny tail. And then her ladybug creations. That is so cute. And then Sarah, look at all these pretty things that Sarah made. Oh my goodness, they are just beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing those, Sarah. And thank you, ladies, for sharing your creations. And if you have something that you've created that you would like me to showcase for you, you can email pictures to my rusticandlacediy@gmail.com email address, or you can send them to me through Instagram or Facebook Messenger. Okay, for the final DIY, number 4. So for this one, I'm going to take, I think 11 of these 1-inch blocks that Yasmin sent me. Thank you, Yasmin. And I'm going to glue them together using my Tite Bond glue and hot glue. And I'm going to glue 5 of them together, and then I'm going to glue 6 of them, or maybe it's vice versa, 6 of them together and then 5 of them together. But once I have them all glued, I think this is the last one there, I am going to lay the one with 5 on top of the one with 6, and I marked where I'm going to put my glue, and I'm going to use my Tite Bond multi-surface glue and hot glue, and I'm going to glue the 5 piece onto the 6 piece. Then I'm going to paint it all with my Waverly chalk paint in the color Agave. I forgot how much I love this color. When I got it out, I was just like, man, I really love this color. I got to use it more. But then I had some 1/2-inch letters that I got from Amazon, and I painted them with Snow White by Waverly. And once they were dry, I'm just going to use my Tite Bond glue to glue them all in place. I had to use my finger to kind of smooth out that glue so it doesn't just come out over all the openings or around the edges of it. That's why I'm using my fingers there. So I'm just going to glue those all on each of my little cubes. And then I have this bunny rabbit. I got a set of these from Amazon last year, and then the little eggs are from Dollar Tree. I'm going to paint them all with my Waverly chalk paint in the color white. Then I took my Maze by Waverly. I'm going to take an embossing tool. I'm going to make some dots on my little bunny here, and I'm going to spread them out. And then when I had the amount of dots that I wanted, I took my agave again, and I'm going to make 5 dots around the yellow dots. That creates a flower. And I'm going to do that all the way around the bunny, and then I just went and made some little dots on my eggs, and I thought I'm going to use the smaller tip and make some little yellow dots. Well, then I was like, I don't really like this. I don't like how it looks. So I was going to sand it all off, and I ended up just going, oh, I like it better just sanded. It looks much better. So I just kind of sanded it so it looked faded. And then I did the same thing to the bunny rabbit, and I just love it. Gave it a little more of a rustic look that I love. Then I went ahead and distressed the bunny and the eggs with my distressing ink. I made a little jute string bow, and I'm just going to glue that to the neck of the bunny, and then I'm going to use my Tite Bond glue and hot glue to glue the bunny onto the middle. Now, I can't remember if I showed, I had 2 little cubes that I painted white as well. I'm going to glue those to the back of the eggs, and then I'm going to glue those next to the bunny. And that's all I did for this. It is super cute. No, it's not. I'm sorry. I distressed it. See, I edited this last night. Forgot what I did already. Okay, there it is. I just think this came out really cute. I hope you did too. Let me know in the comment box which one was your favorite one today. I have the final reveal coming right up. And make sure you check out Gwen's channel as well as the playlist. I'm sure you'll get lots of Easter inspiration. I will be back again on Thursday with another video. So if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give me that thumbs up, comment, hype. Make sure you're subscribed, and if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe before you go. So with all of that, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.